Hello and welcome to the Almost Homestead. Today I am getting ready for spring by planning where I'm going to put things in my garden. Come check it out. So if you've watched my videos from last year, you might notice that the cardboard that I had down is now gone or moved. And that is because I'm using it to mark where things are going to be. So I really want strawberries. And I didn't have a lot of luck last year because I wasn't able to get them in the ground fast enough. So I learned a lesson that I will only grab strawberries if I have time to plant them that day. So anyway, I haven't planned out much of this area. It's probably going to be tomatoes and kind of whatever. But over here, I've got the future home of Brussels sprouts and beans. So you can see where I did this last year. I had green beans, Brussels sprouts, green beans. This year, I'm just rotating it over a bit, and I'll have the Brussels sprouts on top of where the beans were, and then I'll have green beans, maybe some fava beans in the middle. Over here, I've got this area planned and already planted some actually. Last year, my zucchini, calendula, radish, nasturtium area did really well. And so I'm doing more of those. Got one of those. Then I've got a mix of peppers and alyssum, which is a really pretty flower. I'm actually going to be putting that, kind of taking the seeds off of where it grew in the back herb garden and kind of putting them in between the pieces of cardboard because it's a really good ground cover. Then I don't have enough cardboard yet, but I'm gonna put another piece down for zucchini, calendula, radish. The radishes are actually already planted. You can see I watered already too. And then another set of hot peppers. Probably gonna put my either my yellow squash or my spaghetti squash here. I actually bought the spaghetti squash this today, and I haven't decided if I really want to plant yellow squash or if I should give the seeds to somebody who loves them more. And then over here, you can see that I have a hot pepper area in the grass. And isn't that weird? Well, not really, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put things down here in this area right outside of where the garden was last year. And those are going to kill the grass that is underneath them, like underneath the peppers or underneath the cardboard. That way I can expand my garden out gradually without having to hire someone to till the soil. So of course, marigolds are gonna go as a border around everything because I moved this old blanket, which is hopefully going to kill a giant grass plant. And when I was looking underneath where the blanket was, I found a slug. And honestly, I don't see it anymore. It was down here. But we get a ton of slugs and snails and moles. And the marigolds are supposed to kill all of those. So we'll hopefully have that working. Now I didn't put anything down over here. If you watched my prayer videos, you know I tossed a bunch of random seeds for tall plants here. If those don't grow, I'm gonna toss some beans, like some climbing varieties of green beans or peas or things like that, because I really want something growing on this fence to provide the garden with just a little bit of a break so it's not in intense sun the entire day, as it has been in the past. And also just a way to use my space wisely. I know I could train some cucumbers to go up those, but we have new neighbors on the other side and I don't know how they'd feel about that. So that's still a mystery. Now we're at the back herb garden, which actually I grow pretty much everything here. You can see where I tried to expand the garden last year. In this area, I covered it up. In this area, I burnt things with fire. And then I'll be continuing that Like I said, I just have to get some more cardboard. I'm gonna take this cardboard up and figure out what I want, where I want it, how I want to do that. The stuff that I grew last year didn't grow, partly because we've got these mulberry bushes trying to take over the world. And I don't think these are mulberries. They're, I don't know, like maple or something bizarre that you wouldn't expect to be there. So to successfully grow anything, I probably need to focus this year on getting those completely dead, so they're not soaking up the nutrition. But last year, you can see where I had the cardboard down for the zucchini, radish, calendula, and nasturtiums. I don't want to put them in the exact same spot because I had a lot of problems with squash borers, but I'll probably move them maybe right over here. So every year I'm like, I don't want to go to the dollar store and get boxes. We have this whole garage full of stuff that needs to be unpacked. Why would I go and get more boxes when we literally have all of these and more that just need to be unpacked? So yeah, we'll see if I crack and go to Dollar General and get boxes, or if I use the ones I have. Time will tell, right? And yes, if you were wondering, that was my husband sitting in the garage, well, sitting right outside the doors to the garage, blacksmithing, which we'll have more videos about in the upcoming weeks, including one where I explain why it's a really bad idea for someone with ADHD to decide on blacksmithing as a hobby. Yeah. In spite of that fact, I'm actually going to go and do some more blacksmithing. So when I'm done, there may be pictures up showing the cool stuff I made, cool stuff that my husband's making, but we'll see. In the meantime, I'm curious, are you already laying out the plans for your garden? How are you doing it? Last year, I got really OCD about it. I had a chart and I had everything planned out, where everything was gonna be. And then halfway through the year, I was like, no, I don't care like that. It's not that deep to me. I'm just gonna toss these seeds out in a place that's open. So this year, I decided to just make my life a lot simpler, and the things that really need to go in a specific place, like your brassicas need a lot of nitrogen, your green beans, fava beans, things like that give a lot of nitrogen. They need to be in an area. Your hot peppers can't be with your sweet peppers, and really I'm afraid to put them near each other because they do cross-pollinate. So I had to spread those out through the garden. And the strawberries just need a place so I don't forget and not save them any space, because I have to drive a lot farther to get the strawberries that I want. So anyway, I said all that to say I had fun planning my garden today and planting the radish seeds. I hope you're also having great adventures in your garden, and as always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and eat something wild. Maybe one of the radishes I'm growing.